We are joined today by VCU psychology professor Everett Worthington, an expert on the subject of forgiveness. Thank you for joining us today.
Good to be with you, Phillip.
We appreciate it. As we just mentioned, we're coming up on the recent anniversary of the Virginia Tech tragedy. How does one go about forgiving something that devastating?
It's really hard to forgive a big event like that. In order to forgive, people have to go through a procedure that eventually will end up with forgiveness. So it helps to recall the hurt, think about the details, but then get past the hurt and try to see things from the point of view of, say, Cho. So we're empathizing. Then that will eventually help people come to some kind of decision about making a gift of forgiveness in this case. Then the person should commit to the forgiveness he or she experiences, and after that the person is ready to hold on to that forgiveness if they start to doubt.
All right. And what advice would you give about forgiving the recent shooting of the VCU student Tyler Benstead?
That is a very difficult case. In fact, some of the people in my positive psychology class are friends with him. Forgiveness is very difficult in the early stages. So at this point, maybe a week after, I think that forgiveness may be even premature. Eventually people will get around to where some of the pain and the grief have gone down, and they'll be able to, at that point, maybe try to see things in a way that will help them find some kind of benefit out of this.
Mm-hmm. All right. I know this may be a touchy subject, but can you describe some personal experiences that you've had in the past with forgiveness?
My mother was murdered a little over 10 years ago, and that was a very traumatic experience. I struggled for a while to forgive the person, was able to forgive the man who did this. But of course the ripples of these tragic events never end, and in the summer of 2005 my brother committed suicide as a result of having discovered the body. So this opened some of those wounds, plus left me feeling a lot of self-condemnation, because here I am, a psychologist, and I'm not able to help my brother deal with his depression. So the ripples never stop.
All right, thank you so much for joining us again. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me on InSight.
Thank you.